USB, not USB.
No, it's just gonna It's on, yeah.
All right, awesome.
I think it's gonna it's gonna record the file.
So this is us now.
Yeah. Straight to the computer.
All right, so this is
There's-
episode 00 of
Yeah, this is
Dogma
the lost
podcast.
episode. This is the
Yeah,
pilot,
This
kind
is
of.
strange. We're in, if you know the WMUA studio.
We're in the
back.
production. The production. This is the production room, yeah.
And actually, John's behind, what's this called, the board?
Yeah, just I don't know, the board.
Behind John, there's a window, right? Or
Yeah, there's like
some?
storage or something back there.
Okay, so that's not the ultimate studio.
No,
Secret.
maybe it is though. I've never even noticed that there was a window back there.
Maybe it's new. And you know what?
And there's a poster
This
in
is
the way
interesting.
so that we
There's
can't see.
blinds. Or there's,
Yeah, there's like a shade.
oh my gosh.
Should I pull it down?
Well, I'm interested in why someone,
Hold up,
the
I'm gonna
reason
see.
that would be pulled down. All right, John's gonna investigate. The reason that would be pulled down is only if there were people on the other side.
There's a wall.
How deep?
There's a wall.
How close?
There's about this much space. There's about a foot, and then there's a wall.
That is wicked creepy. That's creepy, right?
And we're back.
That was really exciting
What?
for me.
What? To see that?
That whole exchange.
Right.
Oh,
So
yeah, I wonder.
So here's the deal. What's today? February something? 7th? I don't know.
This is February 7th. We're in the middle of one of my worst weeks.
Rip.
ever.
Rip.
Let's move on.
For unspecified reasons.
So,
So I got an email from somebody at WMUA a couple days ago, and they said your show Terminal Dogma is being suspended for a week because somebody alerted us that you have been advertising a Patreon on the air, and that's against the law. It's against the rules. It's against the law. It's against a bunch of different regulations. And they were like, we have never had anything. We don't even know how to proceed because this has never happened before. We don't know how to handle this, so we're going to give you a suspension. And they said it's unfair if you're getting money.
oh, so this was a long email. This
Yeah.
is some news to me.
Yeah, it was long. It was fairly long. It was fairly detailed.
Yeah.
It's not fair for you to be receiving money because all the other DJs are working for free, which is true.
I can't wait for you to tag me in as soon as you're done with this description.
But here's the thing. So basically the person sent me the email legitimately concerned, because I would be concerned if I was, if I was a person working for WMUA and I found out one of the DJs was soliciting money off the air. I would be very concerned.
All
But
right,
the
tag me
thing
in, bro.
but the
Tag
thing
me.
is,
Just tag me in. Just tag me in. All right, guess what?
there is no Patreon.
If you listen to the show for more than 0.0 seconds, you'd know that we never listed a Patreon account. It doesn't exist. This whole show's a joke. So before you...
Oh, Ben, I've been giving you the wrong mic the whole time. I'm sorry. I thought I put on mic 2 instead of
Really?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, this has been bad then.
Should we just start over?
We can't really start over.
We're already 4 minutes in.
Okay, so let me just say again that it's
But
Terminal
you can
Dogma.
still hear it. You
Okay,
can still
yes,
hear it.
Terminal Dogma episode 00
00.
podcast. Wait, you can still hear it a little
I think
bit?
you'll probably be able to still hear it because I had that one on,
Okay.
so you'll be able to hear it like.
All right, that's
you
fine.
know what I mean?
That's fine. Yeah. It's not a real account. And we never listed a name of any
No.
account.
So-
So how do you think we would be able to get money?
So here's kind of my thought on how this whole joke started. So I think it started as like a, hey, not that many people are listening. So when we say things like I think the first iteration of this joke was like we used to talk about the tent that we had at the tailgate.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we had the WMUA tent at the tailgate. A bunch of listeners came down. It was great. Cooked up some hot dogs.
Fabrication.
We were just lies, basically. But it's but it's funny because obviously it's obviously not true. There are
Yes.
not thousands of people coming to our tent at the tailgate for the
Yes.
UMass game there are not people giving us money. And
Yes.
and so the joke transformed into like, go find us on Patreon, give us money, donate money.
Well, no, let me say something, though. The beginning of it is when we would say, we just straight up say, give us money.
Give us money. Yeah.
It was a joke. It's funny. We're funny people. It's very
Yeah.
funny.
It
If
is.
you don't
No,
find
it's
it funny,
hilarious.
then just
you're,
turn it
you're
off.
not funny. Yeah.
But what's just annoying to me is, do your research before you drop the hammer.
The only criticism that I really have in the way that this was handled is that the people at WMUA should have reviewed the show,
Yeah.
because I think it's pretty clear that it's a joke if you hear it. But
also, I don't think either of us care that much, and this is great publicity.
yeah, I don't really care. I don't mind.
This is the only show they've ever tried to cancel.
I doubt that for some reason.
Well, we should market ourselves that way.
Yeah, we should do that. Just more lies.
And it is. It really
That's
is
true.
the only show.
That's true.
See?
That's true. That's how the truth starts.
That's how the truth does start.
Um,
Wow.
that was all I had to talk about.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. I have more. I read something really interesting the other day.
Don't tell me it's a book.
I actually just finished a book about a half an hour ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We'll save that for another
But
time.
I was so I got this record by a band called Weather Report, who I'd heard a little bit of before, but I never really had a reason to really dig deeper. And I got this record by them, and I thought it was awesome. And I started listening to more of their stuff. And a guy who plays bass for Weather Report, or did play bass for Weather Report, is named Jaco Pastorius.
Mm-hmm.
And he's considered one of the best bass players of all time. He's probably one of my favorite bass players. His self-titled album is incredible. It's really, really good. I remember I borrowed it from my good friend Niall when I was in high school and put it on my iPod, and I used to listen to that all the time. Also, we can swear. We can say fuck.
I'm not gonna, though, probably.
I think I'm gonna.
Okay.
Or maybe I won't. Fuck.
I had a question. What do you think about male jewelry?
What is that supposed to mean?
Like, what's okay, what's not? John had that sassy comment because he's wearing
I'm wearing
jewelry.
I'm wearing a ring and an earring. I don't know.
I'm just
Depends.
interested.
It depends. I think any jewelry, it can be tasteful if done correctly.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're wearing too much jewelry, if you're wearing jewelry that is, I don't know, that isn't cool, or I don't know, it depends.
What about deodorant?
You know what my professor said the other day?
What?
Somebody asked a question, and he said, like all good questions, the answer is it depends.
Nice.
So it's not just a yes or no. It depends. It's not just a
Nice,
male
yeah.
jewelry is good.
I like
But
that.
hold on, I just want to finish the story.
Oh,
So
yeah,
Jaco Pastorius, great
Yeah.
bass player. He was really, really good. He played for his band called Weather Report, and they're really
Yeah.
good. He is from Florida,
Oh.
and he started playing bass because he was a little kid, and he wanted to play jazz music, and he really liked like the low register of a bass, so he got an upright bass. But then the humidity made it crack, so he traded it in and got an electric bass, and he was one of the first people to play jazz music like in a big band with electric bass. But he was from Florida, and one night when he was in his 30s, this was in like the 80s or something, and he went to a Carlos Santana concert and tried to get on stage at the concert, and he got thrown out of the venue. And then he went to a bar, and he was trying to get into the bar, and he was being really rowdy and belligerent, and they were like, he had a really bad drug problem, and the bar owner was like, you can't come in my bar. And he starts a fight with this guy, the bar owner, and the bar owner is trained in martial arts, and Jaco started the fight, and this dude beat the absolute shit out of him.
His name is Jaco?
Jaco Pastorius. His name was John Pastorius, but his
Okay.
nickname was Jaco growing up.
Yeah.
And that became like his name. But this guy beat up Jaco so fucking hard. Jaco went to the hospital and died. That's how he died.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So this was after he was famous?
Yes. Yeah. At this point, he was like one of the best. He was like
Oh my god.
considered one of the best. He used to introduce himself as he would walk up to people and say, "Hi, I'm Jaco Pastorius. I'm the best bass player in the world." And he fucking was. As the story goes, he went to a Weather Report concert, and he was like, wow, these guys are fucking good. And he went backstage and talked to the band leader. I forget the guy's name.
How?
It's like
He
John
just
something.
got in?
It was the 70s. You could do whatever the fuck you wanted.
Well, then how did he not get on stage with? Oh, I guess
Carlos
that's way
and,
different.
Yeah, but he was like a jazz musician. He was already playing in bands and shit. It probably wasn't that hard for him to get back.
Okay.
But he went back and he was talking to the guy from Weather Report, and he said, my name's Jaco Pastorius, and I'm the best fucking bass player in the world. And the guy said, all right. And he gave him a demo. He gave him his demo, and he was like, listen to this. And literally the next year, he was in Weather Report. He was their bass player.
What type of martial arts did this guy know?
I'm not sure.
Because I feel like that's his fault for sure. Because isn't
Yeah,
martial arts meant for
the Wikipedia
defense?
page said he had a very self-destructive habit of starting bar fights and letting people beat him up. Like he used to just start fights for the hell of it.
Oh.
And one day he got fucking beat to death, and that's how he died. I always thought that he died of a drug overdose.
Wow.
He got fucking beat to death in Florida.
That's a shame.
That's crazy. It kind of is a shame, but he did deserve it.
I don't think he got deserved. So what I meant earlier was, if you know martial arts good enough to kill someone, then you definitely know when to stop.
Yeah, true. That's
So
true.
That's
But
actually
I don't know-
ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's like brutal murder.
Yeah, the guy went to prison for manslaughter. He got out in like a year for good behavior. Yeah, crazy shit. I don't know. I just wanted to share that because I read that yesterday and I was like, what the fuck? That just seems so wild. I don't know. That's crazy.
What kind of deodorant do you use?
I might have it in my bag. Might be Speed Stick or Old Spice.
Say it again.
I used to use Old Spice,
Yeah.
like
The spray?
no.
No.
I've never really used spray deodorant. I've never really used spray deodorant or cologne because I don't want to like in a perfect scenario, I wouldn't smell like anything. I don't want to be like, obviously you don't want to reek of BO. So
like me right now.
Well, you said you came from the gym, so that's fine. But
But
like,
my pits often smell.
I don't want to smell, you know. I'd
Yeah.
rather smell. I'd rather be a net zero, like completely neutral.
But you wouldn't be organic.
What
You'd
do you
be
mean?
inorganic. Because everything smells.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you could make the same argument about like toothpaste, but I'm still gonna brush my teeth. It's hygienic.
Oh, I'm trying to wrap my mind. Whatever. Okay.
Whoa,
agreed.
what?
I don't. Wait. I just need to like digest that. So
Digest what?
I don't even know what I just said.
I was
anymore.
trying to.
Wait.
I was trying to draw an analogy between toothpaste and deodorant,
Toothpaste. Okay.
and that they're not like organic, like cavemen weren't using toothpaste and deodorant, but
Oh no.
they're there to make you smell better
No.
and be
What
healthier.
I'm saying is, for you to not smell like anything, you'd have to be like an inorganic thing, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's all.
But using deodorant and toothpaste like masks a lot of the body's
True.
natural
No. I
odors,
got you.
Right?
Yep. I got that.
Why? What do you think about deodorant?
I don't know. I usually lay down in the studio.
Yeah,
Sort
you're
of.
pretty. You're like a 0 degree angle would be like completely horizontal.
Yeah.
You're like a negative. Like you're like your head is lower than your feet right
Big
now.
time. Yeah.
You're really like slouching it.
I am. This is
pretty
very
awesome.
natural because luckily the microphones have a really long arm
Yeah. Oh yeah.
with plenty of joints. We're talking 1, 2, 3 joints
And a
with
swivel.
2 springs.
The
And
swivel over
swivel.
here.
So yeah, I can
Swivel.
really create any
The spring is
angle.
more for support so that you can
Agreed.
keep it in a position. I think. I don't know. This is a really good piece of like. It's a really good like
Engineering, maybe?
mechanism. Yeah, it's very. It's
Yeah.
engineered very
It's
well.
nice. So yeah, I can basically.
How you can move it in almost any. You can
Yeah.
move the microphone almost anywhere and it
Yeah.
will stay there
Yeah.
in any orientation.
So it definitely spoils me.
Yeah.
But basically, I'm really close to my pits, which smell. So that makes me think of deodorant. My deodorant's very defective, I guess. It doesn't really do much.
Yeah. I've had deodorants where I'll put them on and then within a couple hours my arms smell worse than if I feel like if I
Right.
hadn't put on
No, but
nothing.
that's the thing. So mine is natural, which is great for my body,
But it's probably not very effective.
but it's not very effective at all. which is fine. That's why I own it.
Like my armpits smell like nothing. They smell like nothing right now.
Yeah. Yep.
Do you shower at night or in the morning?
It depends.
Like any good question,
Right.
the answer depends.
I'm gonna think about that a lot.
I usually shower at night because I don't want to wake up and do it.
Yeah, I've been getting into that more because I used to be really conscious about bedhead. I used to be really conscious about my hair and having it styled perfectly. Although I realize now as I look back in middle school, like being late to school because I was like fixing my hair, there was never, I could always try to make it look like the best, like this perfect achievable best, but it was never going to be perfect.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So it was just interesting. So now I'm just a little more laid back with it. But I was always like trying to get my hair, I guess, to look this certain way that it could never.
I feel like I can relate to that a little bit.
Yeah.
I wear a hat a lot because my hair gets really stupid when it's long, and it's just really hard to maintain. And if I wear a hat for a couple hours, it gives me kind of like hat hair, but a little bit of hat hair is better than like out of control. Like when I woke up this morning, my hair was like fucking like, it was like an afro. It was standing up. It was crazy. And if I had to wet it and wear a hat. And if I hadn't done that, I'd probably look pretty foolish right now. I had a friend who said something. I was like, yeah, I don't want to call her out by name. But I was like, you know what? Fuck it. It was Jackie. Jackie said this. I was like, yeah, I want to get a haircut. She was like, no, don't. And I was like, nah, it just gets your hair, like when my hair gets long, it gets shitty to take care of. And she's like, she said, like, being a guy is easy because you don't have to do anything to your hair. And I was like, no, maybe the average girl does more to her hair than I do. And I'd say that's probably true. But I don't just like roll out of bed and that's it and I'm done. Like, if I did that, my hair would look kind of ridiculous.
I think maybe what she's saying.
Yeah, but so could a girl.
No. But I think if a guy were to do that, it would look socially normal.
Dude,
I
you
personally
didn't see
don't
my shit
think
this morning. It was
no,
fucked.
I didn't. But I often see people, including myself, with bedhead.
Yeah.
And it's not guys, that is, and it's not very out of the norm.
Yeah.
Whereas, have you ever really seen a girl with bedhead go like walking to class or anything?
No,
yeah. So maybe that's what she was saying.
Yeah, maybe I should have thought about it a little bit more.
But I mean, I would say you're still at the hair length where.
Yeah, it's not really bad right now. I've had it longer, but it's just with every inch it gets more difficult to take care of.
Oh, can we talk about something really important?
Yes.
So John has a button-down shirt on.
Yeah.
And he has the top button. No, buttoned.
Say that.
No. But firstly, can you just like talk to me through the top?
Depends on the shirt.
Okay.
I like doing that a lot with like polo shirts.
Okay.
Whereas this is not like a polo.
No, John's wearing a button down, and he's referring to like a 3-button shirt.
This is an Izod, but like,
or 2-button.
With like a polo, I definitely like having it buttoned all the way up to the top.
Okay, so that's just aesthetic choice.
But,
I've noticed.
But with a button down,
like a long sleeve button down.
Yeah, it can go either way for me, and it also depends. Like, do I have it tucked in? Am I wearing something over it? Am I wearing a sweatshirt over it? What T-shirt am I wearing underneath? Yeah. And it depends on the shirt, because I have some shirts that the top button is really tight.
Well,
so I got to keep that open.
I'm alluding to that.
But
how is that one fitting?
This feels really nice. Like I can stick my finger in here.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
Totally fine.
What about the rest of the shirt? Are you compromising the looseness of the neck for the looseness other places?
I like the way this shirt fits.
Yeah, that's good. See, I've started to notice. I'm starting to have to wear shirt and ties more often, and I'm starting to notice that. I would say my frame is still pretty slender, but my neck is kind of bigger.
Yeah.
So it's really
that's tough.
Yeah, it's really makes wearing shirts painful.
You might have to get some custom.
Yeah, I'm pretty against that, but
wait, what do you think about men wearing jewelry?
I think
pretend I'm not here.
No.
Don't feel like you have to. If you think
I'm trying to think it over. Sometimes on Instagram I'll see like vintage like workwear dudes or collectors. They have they're really obsessed with turquoise and silver.
Yeah. I
So,
agree with the
like a
turquoise, but I feel like I haven't heard about
turquoise-
silver. But
Like stone in a ring.
oh, you mean like a
silver ring.
turquoise? Oh yeah.
That could be kind of cool. Do you know what a brooch is? It's basically a
Yeah.
pin.
Yeah.
I could see myself wearing like a turquoise silver
I
brooch.
wore a
on a
silver
jacket.
like chain for a period, and then it
Yeah.
broke.
I
And
don't know.
I really liked wearing it too.
I feel like that was
really
a-
liked it.
A high school, even middle school thing. I never understood how that's got started in kids.
I got one like last summer and I wore it for a couple months and then it broke. It was
Huh.
probably cheap.
Yeah, for the most part though, I'm not really a big fan of jewelry. I'm really not a big fan of ear
No,
piercings.
I really wanted just like a ring. Like I knew I didn't want a stud.
Yeah.
I like the ring though. I like a small ring. I wanted the earring because I don't know, not that I was just like bored and I was like I gotta do something, but like I wanted to do something basically, and I don't want to get a tattoo
Nice.
because that's permanent,
Good call.
and I don't want anything like that. Because this, if I take it out, I'll have my ear back again, and it might take a year because I've had it in for a very long time, but eventually that hole is gonna close up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
does it? If you have your earrings in for a long time?
It structurally does.
Yeah.
Like you'll see the hole,
Oh, yeah.
but
my
it's so small too.
my older brother got an earring in like fucking like high school, or maybe he got it when he was like in early college, and that was like probably 5 years ago, and there's still a mark because I think it got infected. So there's like a
Did
little
he
like
do it himself?
no, I don't think so, but I think a friend did it with like a needle.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
like a sewing needle, just like
Oh my.
yeah.
Oh.
When he was in college, his roommate had a tattoo gun.
Tattoo gun?
Yeah, like a tattoo, they used to just give each other tattoos.
Boy,
I'm pretty sure.
that's tough.
Pretty sure he has at least one that he got. He has a couple. I'm the only one of my brothers that doesn't have a tattoo, and my dad has one.
Your dad has one?
Yeah, he has a
Can
small.
I guess?
Sure.
Is it the Irish and American flags intertwining?
It's a shamrock, I think. It's either a shamrock or it's the Fighting Irish guy. I always forget. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
and it's on like his upper thigh near his
Hmm.
butt. I've only seen it a couple times. Seen it maybe once.
I like the idea of a silly like butt tattoo.
It's
For
not
a
on like his
guy.
ass. It's
No,
like
no,
on
no,
his like
but
upper
as,
thigh.
As you
yeah.
said that, I think that'd be a cool way to
Yeah, my-
not take yourself that
Yeah, my brother has
seriously.
an ass tattoo.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
He might have more. I've only seen the one. But
Wow.
that was years ago.
Wow. Oof. Oh. Oof.
Would you get a tattoo?
No.
No.
Nah. Just no.
I almost wanted one. But I feel like by the time we're like 50 or 60, everyone our age is going to have tattoos that they got. Every 50, 60-year-old is going to have tattoos that they got when they were 19. And I feel like I'm going to appreciate the fact that I don't have one. And you know what? If I get to 60 and I'm like, damn, I wish I got a tattoo when I was younger, I'll just get one. I'll just get one then.
You can always get one.
But you can
Yeah,
you can never get it removed.
There never would really be a point where you'd look back and regret not having a tattoo in the moment.
Yeah.
You know?
My cousin's getting one removed.
Apparently it's painful.
He said it's incredibly painful.
Wait, so did we talk about like the window? Was that cut because of the
We
mic?
talked about it. I don't know how well it got picked up. Like, because we're in a completely silent room, and
Right.
that mic was on and my mic was on. So they're going to be able to hear what you said, I think. But we can talk about the window again.
No, let's not. Let's not talk about it again.
No?
Wait, we can check. We can listen back, right?
Yeah.
Or no?
We can. Should I pause it?
Yeah. Pause this bish.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
So
What were we talking about? Tattoos.
Yeah. I think that subject was
That was pretty boring.
it was completed. I was gonna say though, I think I mentioned a podcast that I like called not Terminal Dogma, Time Crisis, with the
What's
guy
it
from
about?
Vampire Weekend,
Ooh, which one? Ezra?
Ezra. But today, when I tried to look up a new Time Crisis, I looked up Terminal Dogma with Ezra Koenig,
Did it come
and
up?
nothing
Did it
came
come
up.
up?
No,
We
nothing
got to
came
get
up.
him on the show.
Yeah,
Is
right.
what you're saying.
And I was like, what's going on? Why isn't this working? Then I realized I don't think our shows are similar in any way, really, except we use Bill Evans' music before they did.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, we did. But yeah, for some reason I confused the two shows. But then I remembered it's not called Terminal Dogma, but Time Crisis, and then hopped on the episode.
It's almost like that though.
Yeah.
Right?
The shows?
I don't know, man.
I'm
have
hungry.
you listened to any good music lately?
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I want to play some songs in 2 Saturdays.
Right, because we can't go on the air next Saturday.
Yeah, I know.
Because
we need to
got
think
suspended.
Let's start thinking of a name that rhymes with Patreon, or like is basically the same thing, like Atreon. Subscribe to our Atreon.
I don't think we should make that joke ever again.
I think we should continue making it.
No, I don't want to get suspended again.
Tatreon.
And you know what? If it means that there's one joke that we can't make from now on, I'm kind of fine with it.
I'm so petty.
Yeah.
Dude.
I can't afford to
Help
be that
me.
petty.
Help me.
How?
Help me with the petty.
All right, I'll help.
All right, make me not petty. They're loud.
What? I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, I said they're loud. Haha. Classic.
Any good
Classic.
Any good
Oh yeah, you said music, right?
Oh yeah, that.
Yeah, dude. Do you know what Undercover is by now?
What?
Do you know what Undercover is?
Undercover? No.
It's this brand from Japan, a Japanese designer. His name is Jun Takahashi, and he has really cool runway shows for men and women. And whoever does the music, I'd like to think it's him. Really good music to accompany the runway shows.
Nice.
So I've been finding out a lot of good music through watching his runway shows.
That's cool.
The fashion's all right too. It's getting worse and worse, but it's still pretty all right. So
That's
Undercover.
I think that's a good topic of conversation that we've probably talked about a lot. Like, what are places that you find music that aren't like unconventional places that you find
Commercials.
music?
Commercials number
Commercials,
one.
That's big. Yeah.
Commercials, and I mean, I don't watch a lot of runway show. Like, what am I trying to say? Runway shows or like fashion shows?
Yeah. Like the run.
Yeah. I don't watch a lot of those, but that's up there. That might be, if you averaged out like the ratios, I probably have found the most good music through
Really.
a runway. Yeah. But
It's like a performance.
yeah.
The whole thing. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, commercials. What about you? What else is there?
I've found a lot on YouTube through but not just like finding music on YouTube. Like there's a record store in Los Angeles called Amoeba Records.
Okay, yeah.
And they have artists go in
That's a good answer.
and they buy a bunch of records.
Okay.
And then the artists sit down and go through all the records. I found some really cool shit from that. And I've been watching this dude on YouTube. I've been watching a lot of his videos. His name's Adam Neely. And he is like he's like a music teacher. He's like a professional musician, and he recommends a lot of really good shit. He just,
okay.
But recently, like Stevie Wonder, Adam Neely put me onto 2 really good Stevie Wonder songs. And while I've been getting into Weather Report, he mentioned this album. The name of the album is Trio of Doom. By the band Trio of Doom, and it's Jaco Pastorius, John McLaughlin, and Tony Williams, and it is fucking insane. So it's just bass guitar drums, but it's like the funkiest shit ever. It's amazing.
Something kind of upsets me or makes me a little sad about the last name Pastorius.
Jaco Pastorius, John Francis Pastorius, the third.
Something about it.
The third.
Pastorius. Wait, this is not the reason this is not the reason I said this, but wasn't there a Paralympic athlete with the last name Pistorius?
Oscar. And he killed
that
his girlfriend.
Killed his girlfriend?
Yeah.
Oscar Pistorius?
Was it Pistorius?
Oh, you know what? That's definitely a South African name. For some reason, I
wonder
wickedly
what
get those
nationality
vibes.
Jacko is. Jacko, he's an American, but I wonder, like...
Yeah. Pistorius.
That's
Pistorius. Yeah, see, this Oscar Pistorius guy is South African. That doesn't mean it's a South African name necessarily.
It says
but
his mother is Finnish, and his dad doesn't say.
wow.
Huh.
Oh, wow.
That's weird.
Well, that's interesting.
What are the places to find good music? Yeah, I think commercials is like a good one.
Would you ever go by J.L. Forbes?
No.
What about John Lewis Forbes?
I like John.
No, but so no John Lewis Forbes?
No, it's too long.
Yeah.
Like if I were like an author or something.
Yeah.
Maybe. Probably just John Forbes though, honestly.
J.L. Forbes. J.L.
J.L. Forbes isn't bad.
J.L.
Is your middle initial J?
Mine isn't, no.
Don't tell me. Oh, I don't know what it is.
I don't think it's my mom's maiden name.
Mine too.
But my mom's Vietnamese,
Right.
so it's a little harder. It's Phan. Phan.
Oh, okay. BPK.
I like that. I like how that sounds. I would
BPK.
never go by that, but those
BP
3 letters.
Keef?
No.
No.
Sounds too much like the oil company.
BP.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Should we play some music and then come
Yeah,
back?
play some.
All right. Yeah. We're going to play some tunes and then...
Yeah. Magic. Just like that.
Do you feel alone right now?
I mean, I'd like to believe I'm not, but I've just never seen any proof, so I just don't debate it anymore, you know? It's like, I could spend my whole life debating it over and over again, weighing the pros and cons, and in the end, I still wouldn't have any proof, so I just don't debate it anymore. It's absurd.
I wanna see me through your eyes. It's something that I'm missing. Any guy could be your guy, but it's me that you're insistent be the one that you snore by. Don't be 4, 5, 6 times, maybe more. I can seem to endure pies. Yeah, but history tends to repeat itself. And to be honest, I can't keep a promise. Maybe it's time for me to get some help. What's it gonna take for you to finally kick me to the curb? I'm just dead weight, I'll never be the one that you deserve. We say I'm blatant, listen to me while I slur my words. It's just absurd, the world is yours. I'm the one that you prefer, but you need me here. You bleed and tear, always leave then reappear. And I never thought in a million years, after all, that we'd be here. Drop the gavel. I'm banished from your life, so alone I will travel. It's bittersweet and I'll miss you, but I won't break out the tissues. Best friend I ever had, but there lies the issue. But the weight is great that it's suddenly gone off my shoulders. Maybe after all these years we might just have some closure, and maybe I can breathe again and regain my composure. Cause you set me free now that this is all over. And I wish you the best cause you're not like the rest, and I have to confess that it'll always just seem like you're mine. It's over like a period at the end of this line. Now maybe girl, you need to just spread your wings and shine in time. I can't hold you back anymore, I'm losing my mind. Whiskey.
My shoes are still filled with the sand from last night, and I've been writing songs thinking about your face all night. You say we're cool, we're friends, and we are alright, but my shoes are still filled with the sand from last night. My shoes are still filled with the sand from last night, and I've been writing songs thinking about your face all night. You say we're cool, we're friends, and we are alright. My shoes are still filled with the sand from last night, 'cause I know that you want something, and I know that you want something, and I know that you want something, and I know that you want nothing to do with me. La da 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 da, da 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 da, da 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 da, da 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 da. I called you on the phone yesterday, and I told you all the things I needed to say. You say okay, but I know that's goodbye. But I'll never forget lying on the couch, looking into your eyes. I called you on the phone yesterday,
coming for payback. I'm a hypodermic needle in a fucking haystack. Got him fitting like we're Crossman getting in his Maybach. Practice till it's perfect, run the playback. Rappers wanna battle, but now all I want is war. Got some recognition and now all I want is more. I can light a match, I can strike a chord. All I wanna do is put some numbers on the board. I need it ASAP. This the type of shit to pay the rent. This the type of shit to break amends. Suffocate and fucking need a vent. Take a golden shower for an hour, for wherever, vote for Trump or Pence. Half the country fucking dense. Motherfuck the president. What's the issue? I'm an issue. This the kind of shit you wish you would've thought of. Leave a girl behind a gap for God. Or then go put a dead in someone's daughter. Can't say that. You know homie don't play that. Just another motherfucker running for the law. Coming at you quick if you been running in the draw light. Best believe that I ain't ever buy the bullshit. Oh no, take one for the team, you know I bite the bullet. Oh whoa, but tonight I take a ride and I'll be flying so low. Searching for a rhyme or reason, man, I'm so close. Ride around the city with my ziplock. Ride around the city with my. Ride around the city with my ziplock. Ride around the city with my.
We are now.
Zoop. Got a Ziploc by my side. Something like that, right?
Riding around the city with my Ziploc.
My angle has decreased more, I would say.
Well, no, because your legs were higher earlier.
Were they?
Yeah,
Oh no, so increased.
a little bit.
Whew. This is Terminal Dogma
Episode
00, I would say. Maybe even 000.
Do you think
Smells
those flowers
good.
over there are real?
Oh, I can't actually see.
Yeah, you can't see from where
them.
you're sitting. Don't worry.
I'm gonna say they're not.
Probably
Do they
not.
look fresh?
No.
Oh, they don't?
Well, they look old.
Do they look vibrant and new?
No.
They really? So maybe they are.
No,
real.
but they look fake. Like they look fake, but they look like they've been sitting here for a very long time collecting
Got
dust.
it. Oh, okay. So I would say fake. What did you think of the Super Bowl?
I predicted a score at the beginning, and the outcome was much closer to the score than I thought it would be.
What was that?
I predicted that it would be 8-0.
8-0?
That's what I predicted. Yeah.
How do you get 8? A touchdown and a safety?
Well,
Or
it could be a touchdown
a
and then
couple
a
things, yeah.
a 2-point conversion and a
Oh,
safety.
oh.
Or it could be a touchdown, failed conversion, and then 2 safeties.
Or 2
a
field goals.
Yeah. Or 2 field goals
interesting.
and a safety. Yeah.
Jeez, that's
That's
such
what
a
I thought.
random number.
But it was 13-3, and that, I mean, everyone that I told that to said no, it's going to be in the 20s. It's going to be 20 something or 20 something 30 something.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, it's not.
What did you think of the halftime show?
I
Did you
watched
watch
like
it?
half of it. I don't know. Yeah, I think Adam Levine was a pretty poor choice. I saw Big Boy, which was awesome.
Yeah.
I like Big Boy. But-
People keep saying to me he was an outcast.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, I didn't know that. Sure.
Yeah, I'm a very big Outkast fan. Yeah, people don't really know Big Boy as much. I mean, everyone knows Andre.
Did you see
but
his fur?
pimping?
That's at least
That's-
10 animals.
That's Big Boy though.
True.
He's pimping.
I wonder if the jacket had
Southern
buttons
playalistic Cadillac.
or
music.
zippers, or if it didn't even have a closure. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good point. What good
I'd
is
love
what
to
good is a
know.
jacket though with that doesn't close?
Well, no. So maybe it's not a jacket. Maybe you'd call it
It's
a
like
shawl.
like a throw.
Or, yeah, but what? Oh, a robe. Well, no, there's no rope though. There's no fastening. What would you call a?
But how do you? But are we just speculating that it doesn't have buttons? Or
Assuming that it doesn't.
why? Why do you assume that?
I didn't see any.
I didn't look that close.
That's all I looked at.
Interesting.
You know what I'm saying? What would you call
Probably a
a
robe,
zipperless?
or I'd just call it a jacket with no zipper. Cause it's not really a robe. A
No,
robe
no,
is more
yeah,
like a
it's-
dress.
No.
Or
What,
not a
what would
dress,
you
but a
call?
robe is more
Haven't
like
you heard of like a smoking?
smoking
jacket?
Yeah. Oh, you know what kind of jacket I want to get?
What?
Like one of those like beige, not like khaki, but like a tan jacket that's like really like long, that like a detective would wear in like the 50s. You know what I mean? Like a classic, like
John,
I want one of those.
I don't want to sell you on something, but Felicia got at the thrift shop
No way.
a dead stock. What you're talking about is a duster,
Yeah, I guess.
a dead stock duster with the tag still attached.
No way.
It's in my possession,
No way.
and I will sell it to you if you want it.
How much?
$50.
I'll,
We can
I'll
continue.
pass for now, but I'll keep that in the back of my mind. But if
Okay.
you get rid of
I
it,
mean, you wouldn't get. Well,
I could
you-
get a
you-
better deal, but
yeah,
maybe
yeah,
not for
yeah, yeah.
something of that quality.
the only reason that I have to set it that high is because, like, the tags are still on it.
Yeah.
It's not from the 50s though.
When's it from?
It's from 1986.
That's still cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. What? Any recent pickups for you?
Yeah. So
That you got that shirt last week.
yeah, 1950s work shirt.
That one's really
last week.
Really cool.
This week, 1950s French work pants, new old stock, brand new, unworn, tag still attached. I gave those a soak, and they've dried. And then there's a cinch belt in the
Right.
back, so I actually punctured the cinch last night to complete the like customization process.
Cool.
So I have those. My cousin Anna Rose just sent me back a shirt that she repaired for me.
Nice.
She works at RISD.
Oh, nice.
So got that today.
You know who went to RISD?
I think I know who you're going to say, but I don't think so.
Who?
Were you going to say Virgil Abloh?
Oh no, I would not have assumed that he went to RISD.
No, who?
Sam Hyde.
Sam Hyde?
You
Who's
know
that?
Sam Hyde? Man, how do I? This is a rabbit hole that I don't know if I want to go down right now. Sam Hyde is a controversial dude who had an Adult Swim show.
What was it called? Did he do the show called like Super Jail or something?
I don't think so.
That's
But
something else.
he's part of his like YouTube channel, or like the group that he was in, that he was kind of the main guy for, was called $1 Million Extreme. That was the name of it.
That's funny.
And his show got taken off Adult Swim. He's
Oh.
a very, very controversial.
I'd love to see
person.
if I know what he
I'm pretty
looks
sure,
like.
I'm pretty sure
or
he went to RISD. He's very he's like, this is the type of thing that I don't like to say a lot, but he is like a very like misogynistic person. Like it
Sam Hyde.
seems like he really hates women,
Sam Hyde.
and I think he's an anti-Semite. He's just
Ooh.
he's like a crazy person. Yeah,
Yeah, this kind of
he's like
looks sketchy.
I can't even. I don't know what picture you're looking at, but yeah. I bet,
Oh,
I bet
there's
he
a
looks
lot of
terrible. Yeah,
pictures.
he's physically hideous, but I don't know. I can't hold that against him.
No. There's like just a scary picture of him, really close up.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
like Tim and Eric. I find their comedy
Yeah.
so funny. Some people
There's
don't
actually
like
a really,
it, but-
really funny video where Tim Heidecker, I don't know if it's a podcast or what the situation is, but it's a phone call between Tim Heidecker and Sam Hyde. And Sam Hyde is calling, and he's like, "You got my fucking show canceled on Adult Swim. And he's like, how dare you? And Tim Heidecker's like, listen, I'm not involved in that. I don't play politics. I don't get people's show canceled. And Sam Hyder's really pissed. But yeah, no, I love Tim and Eric as well.
They're funny.
Have you seen the $1 billion movie?
No.
You haven't seen that?
No. Is it funny?
It's very funny. Will Ferrell's in it.
That ruins it. I find that guy so unfunny, man.
Really?
That guy is so unfunny.
I can't relate to that at all.
What's he funny in?
Kicking and Screaming.
Yeah, he is. No, that's a good movie. That's a good movie.
It is.
I actually am not sure if he's funny in it. I haven't seen it.
He is.
Nah, I just highly doubt that. Okay, besides that though, that one's out. The case is still out.
$1 billion movie, Tim and Eric.
Okay. Fair. Okay, great.
Like I hesitate to say Elf because I know that you're waiting for me to say Elf, so you can be like. Elf's not funny.
Actually that completely slipped my mind.
I think Elf's a good movie.
I do too.
He isn't hilarious in it, but that's not really the point. He is funny. He's funny enough.
You know what? No, he has like a funny.
He's in a funny situation.
Like way about him though.
Yeah.
So I like that. He's very.
But like I don't think
like doesn't take himself seriously.
Step Brothers is like as funny as a lot of other people. I think people overrate Step Brothers. I don't think it's that funny. I think it's funny. It's passably funny. It's a good comedy movie, but I don't think it's like one of the.
Like what was his first big break that he's just riding the wave off of?
I don't know.
Because I feel like a lot of him being funny.
Well, he was on SNL.
But I feel like a lot of him being funny is knowing that it's Will Ferrell, so it's funny. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, that's all I need.
I think I disagree though.
Have you had caviar before?
No. I thought you were gonna say, "Have I had a cavity?" And I was gonna say yes. I had one very recently.
Caviar.
Why have you?
No.
Oh. All right. Will Ferrell, filmography.
Yeah. What was his?
Austin Powers. Oh, fucking.
He's in SNL.
Fucking.
I mean, Austin Powers.
Zoolander. He was
He
hilarious.
looked so silly in Zoolander.
He was so funny in Zoolander.
No, it was his costume designer. That
no,
was
but
so
his
funny.
fucking character was
he
so
was
funny. His character. What was his character's name?
Oh, he was scary.
Not like
Mutu.
Yeah, I was gonna
Matu or something.
I was gonna say Mogwai.
He was low-key scary in that movie.
Yeah, dude. Cast. Will Ferrell. Mugatu. Yeah, that shit was.
Dude, he was scary.
Old school Elf. Oh, Anchorman. Yeah.
No.
I loved Anchorman when I was younger.
No, maybe I just watched that on an off night, but I watched it with a ton of people. None of us laughed once at anything.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
Seems like you probably tried really hard to not laugh. And then when it ended, you were like, "Oh my god, I didn't laugh the whole time."
No, it was very awkward because all of us wanted it to be funny.
Wow, you really didn't think it was funny?
No.
I don't think that like traditional comedy movies appeal to you very much.
Step Brothers? No, not Step Brothers. Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah. Like
no, that's funny.
But you think it's funny, like ironically, like like you think it's stupid, so you can laugh at it.
No, but it's silly. No, it's silly.
You don't think that it's funny because of the reasons that it's trying to be.
No,
funny. You
is
think
Jim
it's funny
Carrey in that one?
Yeah.
Some of his like silliness is really silly and funny.
I think that movie is that's one of my favorite comedies of all time.
But with that being said, with me admitting that it's funny, the jogging scene is the funniest scene.
Right. Yeah. So.
No, but that's there's a scene in Step Brothers.
Don't do it.
There's just like a quick cut to like this guy jogging with a hood up,
the point.
and he doesn't look both ways before he crosses the street, and then there's this dog car that just almost.
All right. Can I explain the joke?
Yeah.
The point is that it's what's his name in the movie? Harry?
Will Ferrell.
Well, it's Harry and Lloyd, so it's Harry. But what's the other? But
he was funny. The blonde-haired guy was funny.
Yeah.
They were both funny.
That movie's fucking hilarious. Like no memes. That's a fucking hilarious movie. But the point was that to showcase the fact that he was driving really recklessly and that he almost runs over a jogger.
Yeah,
you know what? Maybe it wasn't accurate. Maybe that's not what it actually looks like when someone almost gets hit by a car. And maybe it was kind of like why it was that. Maybe it is kind of like why was that there, but I disagree with you that was the funniest thing in the movie. I don't think that's true.
What can you help my memory along?
Well, we watched like 20% of the movie and then fast forwarded through all of it and then watched the jogging scene like 50 times in a row. And
I would recommend anyone watch that scene. I think is it minute 14? No wait. No, it's like minute 32 maybe. Look for the scene when they're in the dog car, and then watch for the jogger. Very satisfying.
Okay.
Clip.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Semi-Pro. Have you seen that? Basketball movie?
No.
Will Ferrell?
Oh, I thought you were gonna
That
say Blades of Glory. Was that
movie's
one funny?
I haven't seen Blades of Glory. Step Brothers, not very funny. Land of the Lost.
Oh,
I love that movie.
scary. There's a trailer with a huge freaking bug, and I was
Yeah.
like, you know what? I'm never
But
gonna see
I'm pretty
this.
sure that movie got like terrible reviews. Like it's considered like a really poor movie, but I always thought it was funny. I always thought it was really good.
That's all that matters.
And then the other guys with fucking
Never saw that.
Marky Mark.
Although there's a scene where they jump off a building, right? Or someone does.
It's like one of the first scenes in the movie. It's Dwayne the Rock Johnson and who's the other guy? Some other dickhead. And
See, I find that funny.
they're supposed to be like the heroic cops that everyone loves, and they have to like jump off. They don't even have to jump off the building. But like we're gonna jump off the building and save the day because they're like chasing after some criminals, and they jump off and they fucking die, and it's like the first scene of the movie.
That's epic.
So the
You know what?
So the movie is like, all right, someone has to step up and take their place and be the big heroes, and that's what Will Ferrell and Marky
You know
Mark
what I
are.
like Will Ferrell in?
What?
The music video Cool Guys Don't Look at Explosions. He plays Neil Diamond.
By who?
Lonely Island.
Oh.
Cool guys don't look
Yeah.
at... And the first thing he says is like, ha ha ha, where are we? And I found that very funny whenever
Okay.
I would hear it.
Have you seen that music video for that
Oh,
fucking lost my train of thought. That Beastie Boys music video that came out like
oh, with
'cause you
Will
know-
Ferrell? Is
yeah,
he
have
in
you
it?
seen that? That's funny. It's
Is
Will
it?
Ferrell and Elijah Wood and
Oh, yeah, that's random.
fucking
Wait, how long did you book this place out for?
till 10:30. Awkward.
All right, now I'm not upset that I kicked the door back.
Will Ferrell, but he was really funny on SNL. Celebrity dude, he was
Oh,
Alex Trebek's
yeah.
Celebrity Jeopardy.
Oh, that's
was
my
funny.
favorite SNL
But have you
clip.
seen the one with well, because I'm pretty sure they had multiple of them. Have
Yeah,
you seen the one
yeah.
with Norm Macdonald as Burt Reynolds?
There's a couple of those.
Those are fucking hilarious.
There's one where he's wearing a big hat, and
Yep.
it's like,
He's
I'm wearing a big hat.
Yeah, and he's like,
it's funny.
Nah, that's not my name anymore. My name's Turd Ferguson. And Alex Trebek is like,
Okay, Turd Ferguson. Although he was a very stable force in that skit,
who?
Will Ferrell, but he never was really funny.
No.
But that was
no.
the point.
Yeah.
But so I like him. I never said I didn't like him.
Norm Macdonald is, in my opinion, the funniest comedian ever.
That guy's funny. I
He
haven't
is my
seen anything
favorite
of his.
fucking comedian. His podcast is so funny, but he hasn't done it in a while. But holy shit, Norm Macdonald's hilarious. He's the best. What do you listen to a lot of podcasts?
No.
Niall listens to a lot of podcasts. I used to listen to Bill Burr's podcast a lot.
Did you?
Yeah. And that was pretty good. But I'm not a big podcast guy either. Like, I'll probably never listen to this.
That's funny.
Are you going to listen to this?
Ben,
Ben,
in a couple years.
We're at an hour and 2 minutes.
The last thing I want to say is for one of my classes, I've been listening to a lot of recordings online while I'm doing other stuff as opposed to reading them.
What do you mean? Wait,
Like
hold on,
there's
repeat that.
stories online
Yeah.
that I have for this class I'm taking,
Oh, okay.
and I've been listening to them instead of reading them.
Oh,
So that's not a podcast, but I've been
no. Yeah,
listening to stuff.
I've listened to one book all the way through that was an audiobook. And it was short, but it took me like hours. Like audiobooks take a long time. I'd rather just read. If I'm going to invest all that time into it, I'd rather just read. But it was actually a pretty good experience. Jesus, did you do it again?
No.
Okay.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
Were you just saying that?
Which part? Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
I don't know.
Ooh. You want us to wrap this?
Yeah, I think we're kind of hitting the end.
This
All
is.
right. Well, this is the.
I would say quadruple zero. Give us
this is
some
the-
leeway.
This is the prototype. Yeah, because there might be a couple thousand.
Yeah, this
Might
is
be a couple
type
thousand.
quadruple zero terminal dogma.
If you like this, you can donate money to our Patreon.
Yeah.
Wait, no, actually, I'm not allowed to say that.
No, you are, because this is going on YouTube.
Yeah. Any last words?
I would say enjoy the rest of your day, and look out for the next episode if we post one.
All right.